Hey, uh, I thought about what I did a month ago with the Trumpy sheep versus um, the Democrats, and I thought, this time I'm going to write them down what I remember them saying to what the Democrats say. Also, the reason why I have some like older references is because I used to be a real pest on Facebook when Donald Trump was the president. I used to post anti-Trump stuff and pro-Trump people would complain constantly and it would like load up my comments till the algorithm would see how popular it was and everyone would see it. But then when COVID came and when the insurrection came, I decided I wanted to delete all those people. So I don't really communicate with Trumpy sheep anymore like I did. Or if I do, it's not about Trump. Also, my wife Heather and I used to go to Lehigh Valley Phantoms games a lot, and that's actually where I proposed to her on January 19th, 2019, outside the arena. There was a whole backstory to it, and I was on good terms with the Lehigh Valley Phantoms fans, particularly the season ticket holders. There was this one section of the arena where there are these people who like think they like own the place we're at, and there was one day, I said something I didn't remember exactly on a fan's Facebook group, but one of them said that those two people were after me. So I told Heather I don't want to ever go to these games anymore or support this team, I don't want to support a team that has gangs, and a lot of them are Trumpy sheep, it's near the mountain area in Allentown. And, that kind of explains it in sort of a way. So, it was disappointing, I got Heather a custom Hawks jersey with my last name as the payoff, because I already had a last name customized jersey. And, we wore it to a Flyers game, and we're going to wear it to a Royals game as a married couple. We wore it like when we were still engaged. But anyways, enough about that. What I did here was I decided to write what Trumpy sheep would have said to me, what I've said, and what Trumpy sheep have said. The most recent one is probably the insurrection that happened in January. So here, I'm just going to look at my notes, and I'm going to do the thing where I do normal voice for Democrat and for Trumpy sheep. Man, I can't believe Trump didn't help the Puerto Ricans in 2017 with their hurricane. Well, that's because Mayor St. Juan was holding supplies from everyone. She was cheating everyone. But then he threw 6 rolls of toilet paper. They didn't say anything. All right, the other one was, Jim Acosta was doing his job. Jim Acosta from CNN was trying at a press conference trying to get Trump to tell the truth on certain things like Ukraine and the Russians hacking the election. And Trump refused to answer his question because, of course, he didn't want to tell the truth. So I said, Jim Acosta was doing his job. Jim Acosta should have sat down when he was told to. He wasn't going to get his question answered, so he should have sat down and let the intern take the mic away from him. Yeah, you're not going to get away hiding the truth, sir. Well, I guess he kind of did in a way, but not for long. Let's see. Oh, yeah. And then there's this other, 29-year-old press secretary. She's from Alabama. She's pretty cool. Caitlin Collins. Whenever she asks Trump a question, instead of arguing with him, he just leaves the press conference. I think that's pretty funny, but I haven't seen that in like over a year. But, yeah. All right, and this isn't really like anything I've argued with Trumpy sheep with, but one thing I noticed when the 1980 Miracle on Ice Olympic hockey team came to a Trump rally once. It was like, I don't know, like 10 members of the team. And he didn't know any of the facts. He called Mike Eruzione, the captain, the goalie, when the goalie was actually Jim Craig. And then one thing, and then after, like he was being corrected, he said, "Am I a great athlete?" Trump, yeah, you're a childhood obesity piece of shit. Sorry. Nope, you're not a good athlete. You try to get people to say that don't work out because they'll kill you just because you can't do it. And he also cheats in golf, but that's a whole nother story. All right, let's see. Okay, I already talked about the insurrection, but one thing I forgot about was one of the things that Trumpy Chief said. So, man, that was a horrible thing. That whole insurrection lasted 6 hours only because Trump lost the election. Well, Black Lives Matter with George Floyd was a lot worse. They rioted and destroyed Minnesota, and they also looted cops. Okay, first of all, a cop killed George Floyd. And second of all, that was kind of an impulse because he killed a black person. He killed a black person who wasn't doing anything wrong. And, it wasn't right for the Black Lives Matter people in Minnesota to riot. But then eventually some black government people told them to if they want to protest peacefully, and they listened. But then Trump, decided to get his military to whack them, even though they were protesting peacefully. And there was nothing at all like insurrection between Black Lives Matter. The insurrection was planned. It was planned through Facebook. It was planned through the dark web. Republicans, communicate with each other. When he said at the rally that we're going to march to the Capitol, they already knew they were going to march to the Capitol. The Black Lives Matter thing happened out of impulse. Okay, so no, it is nothing like Black Lives Matter, that insurrection. And they're still talking about it. They're still getting new investigations. So go fuck yourselves, Trumpy sheep. Excuse my language. All right. Okay. So, yep, that pretty much goes with the George Floyd thing I wrote down. All right. So those are what I hear from Trumpy sheep versus Democrats. So you know what? He's not going to be president anymore. Stop being a butthurt bitch and go fuck yourself, Trumpy sheep. I'm sorry, I have to use bad language, but, whatever, you can flag this video. Go ahead.